Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. Firstly, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope that you had some time with the family and with your friends and your loved ones, and that you had some nice time with Christmas, New Year's Eve, to spend your time, spend your day with your loved ones. So I hope everybody has made some good New Year's resolutions and some promises to stick to this year, right? To make it a good year and to make it a successful year and the year of good health and abundance. Today, I wanted to do um, some live about a quote I had today on my wall. And the quote is about, let's see if I can get it on my wall. Sorry, on my screen. Where it is, share screen. There we go. Let's make the background a bit smaller. Whoop. That's better, right? With drive and a bit of talent, you can move mountains. That's a quote from Dwayne Johnson. Most people know him as The Rock, right? The big bodybuilding guy from Fast and the Furious and from some other Hollywood movies. But he has some great, quotes. He has some great thoughts and determination, of course, because without the drive and without the determination and the eagerness, he wouldn't be where he was today, right? So today I wanted to share you a story about myself, about how I wouldn't say really struggled, but how my journey was from back in the days until now. And maybe you can learn something from it. Maybe you can adapt some things. So that's why I thought this quote was very applicable, because for myself, I can say it's not all about talent. It's not all about how smart you are. It also counts how much determination you have, how much drive you have, and how motivated you are. Because back in the days, when I was a kid, when I was going to ground school, I was actually somebody who was, you know, I was pretty slow. I couldn't keep up with the other students. I was more that person that was, lacking and who was sitting behind his desk and like dreaming and looking outside and what am I gonna do when I finish in school? What am I gonna do when I get home? I wanted to, you know, play in the mud. I wanted to play with my friends outside, play some soccer. I sucked at soccer, by the way, but I like that even more than going to school, to going into a classroom and listening to a teacher that was telling me all these things about geography, about history, about math, about science. At that time, I didn't care. I just didn't care. So I was always daydreaming about when I am older, what am I going to do, what I going to become, and stuff like that. So when I grew older, of course, you think that it takes effort and you have to put in the work. And actually, when I finished my ground school, my teachers say, Jon, you're not the brightest guy. Why don't you go to your secondary school or what? I don't know exactly what it's called in America or Canada, but here it's like the middle education, right? So I wanted to go like this level, but the teachers say go like this level because that's better for you, that's more comfortable, you can get better grades, you don't have to put in that much effort. But for me, it was like all those people who didn't really want to learn, people who rather want to, you know, go and didn't want to do any effort. They just took the easy route, right? Just like this level. And I was like, ah, man, I don't want to do that. I want to make something out of my life. I want to have a good degree. I want to at least have this middle education. And from there on, I want to see, what life brings me. But I didn't want to go into the lowest level and surround me with the people who actually didn't want to learn and who rather went to school just for, getting it after done and that they're done and just, get after it. So I said to my parents, I wanted to go to the middle education, not to the lower education. And they say, yes, okay, if you like that, we support you in everything you do, but it's going to be hard. And what happened? Indeed, it was hard because all friends were playing outside. All friends went to swimming in the summer, went outside playing. When I was a bit older, they were going, how do you say it, going to parties and stuff like that. And I was inside, I was studying, I was making homework. I really wanted to work and to make it work, but it took me much more effort than somebody else. Most people were, if they had an exam, they read it once or twice before the exam, and I had to study a week. You know what I mean? So I wasn't that bright, and I really had determination. And from there on, I finished the middle school, and then I went to technical school, and there was like pre-bachelor, right? It was more more education, but more on the technical side. So I wanted to take that leap to go into the bachelor, right? The bachelor, electrotechnics, commercial electrotechnics. That's my background, and that was a struggle too. And then again, my friends were going outside. They were going to the cinemas, pools, stuff like that, and I was studying, learning, and really, really putting in the effort. So from there on, I actually, I said to myself, I want to do the bachelor. So I want to really move forward. I want to really, have a degree. And at that time, we had the option to do 2 degrees, to have a multiple education in Germany, as well in the Netherlands. So for me, that would contain that we get 2 degrees. And I was like, yeah, that's great, because if I have 2 degrees, that's for me even better than just having only 1 degree, right? And that was a struggle too. And I always said to myself, I'm not bright, but I'm always a person who said, I want to prove people wrong, that I can do better, that I have determination, that I have the drive and the ability to just go, and that it's much more than only talent to go up and to just do your thing and to get on a higher level. I see some people on the live here. I don't know who is here exactly. I can see it in the StreamYard app at this moment. So if you're here, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please leave it below so I can engage with you. And that's what I wanted to say with this quote. You don't have to be the smartest woman. You don't have to be the smartest guy. You just need determination. You just need to have a goal. You just need to have a vision, and you just need to have a plan. And looking back, right now to the last year, for me, that was a sort of like startup year. I was just putting in the time, putting in the effort. I was making so many nice connections all around the world. We have a great team, explosive entrepreneurs with all like-minded people in the group who are supporting each other, who are giving each other massive support. So that's great. And in that year, I built funnels for things. I have done interviews. I have been interviewed. I have written. I published my first book. Now I'm working on a second book. I got so many great and positive feedback on doing these lives, for you to provide you this value and to actually talk about my own experiences and what you can do with it too, so that you have some sort of guidance, that you have some sort of help to get you on that path, to shine the light for you, and to be that guide to show you, to the success you can have, and to be that bridge, that gap, to gap that bridge, right? So, like I said, I don't think I'm smart. I don't think have supernatural powers. I'm just me. I just have my goals, and like I said, 2019 was like building the foundation, um, doing the things into momentum, going into the testing and into just taking action. But at some time you have to build a foundation, right? Because it's the same with a house. If you don't build a foundation, if you don't have that fundamental things and that solid base, then it's very difficult to go from there. So what I notice right now, I know I've done so many things. Like I said, doing interviews was very, very strange and very challenging for me, but I just get out of the comfort zone because my dreams are bigger than my excuses. Doing these live videos, which is pretty nice to do and pretty awesome to provide value to you. I'm sorry. And 2020, I said to myself, this is going to be my year. This is the year that I want to level up even more. I want to, get even more into momentum and even more into action. So I'm thinking of making like a course or something so that I can provide even more value, so that I can make things a more valuable, even more valuable, and in a logical way, and that people can go through it and they can get even more value than only from the lives. So I'm working on that. So if there are things that you would like me to talk about, if you would like to, if you have things you would like me to do in a course, or wrap that up in a package, please let me know, because I really want to help. I really saw some people on the live here. I think or people aren't commenting, or they I just don't see it. Mostly I just see it in my comments, but I don't see it right now. I guess nobody is watching, or nobody has comments right now. But for me, like I said, it's very interesting to do something like this and to have this on your mind, that you can think, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not the strongest, not the smartest woman, not the smartest man, that you can't accomplish anything. Because I don't want to say that I'm successful, but if I look at what I've done last year with the things I've done in the past, and that I was too slow and I wasn't paying attention, I then was very bright, at least that's what the teachers told me, and that I'm now getting so many people saying to me, oh man, I love the value you're providing, I really love what you're doing, I really love how you talk, you're providing so much value. Last week, I thought before Christmas, I got so nice compliment from a lady I added recently on Facebook. I am going to see if I can open up the testimonial, because I made a screenshot that was so that I thought, oh my God, I wanted to show this. I want to show this if I can let you see. Let's stop the sharing. Screen share again. Where it is, where it is. Is it this one? Let's see if I make it bigger. Just seen your Facebook Live. The first videos from the watch party recommendation. Amazing. So needed to hear that today. And also your advice of keeping consistency. The Train by Dan Lok, that's phenomenal. He's the best in closing. I know from YouTube. But what I really, this was like, you looked up to him, but I have to say, he can now look up to you. You give so much valuable lessons, and you're a phenomenal speaker, kicking up suspense and making me want to keep listening and find out more. It's a huge honor for me to know you and learn to grow with you. Love your mindset. So I was like, when I saw this, I was like, wow, that's great. Because, I really didn't know her that long, and she added me in Facebook and she loved my content. And I was like, oh, thank you. And the compliment that she gave to me, like, I'm a big fan of my mentor, Dan Lok, because I learned a high-ticket closing skill from him. And that really changed my life, into a different mindset, into how I think about money, how I think about business, how I think about networking and relationships. And then she gives me this compliment like, yeah, you look up to him, but if I say you, he can look up to you. And I was like, oh my God, that's not possible, because you mean he's like over here and I'm like here. But from her perspective, she was like, I really love what you do. And she has a different view, of course, because I know Dan Lok much more than she does, because we got mentoring, right? It's a 7-week intense program live. So for me, it was like, it's so high in value, so high in respect, but that she gives me so much nice comment that was like really stunning, right? So that's what I wanted to say. If you are not the most smart person, if you have the drive, if you have the motivation, if you really want to just keep moving forward, if you just want to, there is again, if you just want to take action and think about your goals, your dreams, and how many people you can impact, right? It's about helping other people get what I want, right? And you get what you want too. And I think my ability is to provide things to people, to give value to people, and to just shine them a sort of light. I don't want to call myself a coach or a mentor or something, because I'm far from that. Although people say to me, I see you as a mentor or someone who helps me in my journey, or paves the path for me, or is like 7-8 steps ahead, and so I can hook up to you or jump on your train, and then we can ride together, right? So that's really interesting for me, and that's what I mean. That's success for me, not per se financially. I want to reach personal freedom, financial freedom too, but this like rewarding things I get, and that people love my lives, and they get value from that, and they really show it to me, and they present it in the way I showed you earlier. That's great. That's that's very also inspirational for me, but also very rewarding. It's just very heartwarming that people say this. And for the people who didn't know, this is the book I have. I have a paperback right now. It's available on Amazon. I had the ebook earlier, so it was released in October, I think. Now the paper book is available too. I don't have it here with me. It's I have it downstairs. But what I wanted to say is I'm working on a second book. I told that earlier. If you have topics you want me to cover in the book, if you say, I want your next book, I've read your first book, I want your next book, And if you have ideas, if you have feedback on my book to write specifically, if people say, I want to have more about taking action, or how to stop procrastinating, or how to get out of your comfort zone, or why should I do Facebook Lives like this, just let me know, so I can consider if there is enough, demand for it. If people love me to do this and to write about it, I can provide it for you too. So yeah, that's about it for today. Newbie is on. Newbie, how are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to be on the live. Yes, I announced I was live at 8:30, at least in my time zone, but I decided to go on some earlier, so I hope you don't mind. Yes, I was actually wrapping it up. I was actually going, to the end, and to end the interview. So what I wanted to say is, right now, do you have any questions? Because if you have any questions, do it now. I'll wait another 30 seconds. And if there are no more questions, I would like to wish everybody a great evening. And so we'll see each other on the, I hope, a great next live. No questions. No questions. We have a comment. Johannes. I don't know the exact word. He's from Greece, right? Johannes is from Greece. I hope you're having a great day, Johannes. I hope you had great New Year's and that you made some strong resolutions and that you had a great time with your family. I believe it's Kalispera, right? It's good afternoon or good evening. I'm not very sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well, Johannes. And I love to get in contact with you again, because I know you're very busy, and yeah, that you didn't have much time probably to get on, the lives and to engage. So I'm hoping that everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. Great, man. Keep it up. If you have any questions, if you want to, just reach out, just reach out. Okay, so we can engage some more. Love to. Okay, ladies and gentle peoples, thank you for watching. Newbie, Johannes, probably some more people on the live, but not commenting right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable time with me. I hope you got some value from it. Please let me know if you got some value from it. Leave a comment below so that I can, continue doing my lives and provide value for you. If you have some ideas for topics in my new book, I'm working on it as we speak. Going to be launched, I guess, March, April. So there's still more time to do things in and to plug in. So if you have some ideas for that, please let me know. Okay, yes, keep learning, indeed. As our CFO always says, always be closing, right, Johannes? Dan Lok always would say, always be closing. It's also very important to HBL, always be learning, because if we don't learn, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, we die, probably, right? We just stick where we are and we're not going anywhere. So growth is the best thing I think one can do to make a change, to develop ourselves and to become a better version of ourselves. That's it for now. Yes, says Newbie. See you on the next live. Thank you for tuning in with me here. And I wish you a great morning, day, afternoon, night, way tuning in from. Thanks and bye-bye.